Hey guys, how's it going? Riley here. We're here in Havre, Montana. Just got into the hotel here. We are here for the 406 Agronomy Summit event here in town. Now, who is 406 Agronomy? 406 Agronomy is an awesome agronomy services provider for the entire state of Montana. And they have put together an event where they are bringing in some top-notch speakers from everywhere. And this is a really heavy camera to be vlogging with, and so I am going to set this down. Now, who exactly are some of these speakers? Let's find out. Just waiting on the internet. Okay, so we have Barney, Ben Brimlow, you've got Gabe Brown, we've got somebody from Bourgault here, Wheat Pete, that one's gonna be interesting. A few various people from Montana State, this guy, and these guys, and these guys. Yeah, there's just a ton of people, and I'm reading their bios, and they all do amazing things. This is gonna be a good event.
We as professionals need to figure out how to get rid of the noise and get to the guts of the signal. So for most growers in this room, you know, we want to manage nitrogen well, we want to manage potassium, phosphorus, etc. well. We need to think about how, you know, the micronutrients, boron being the most important micronutrient, blah blah blah. We need to focus the discussion.
Root rots are an important cause of, you know, crops underperforming. So oftentimes we see symptoms above ground and we don't think that it's something related to the roots that's going on. So what I want growers to take away from today's presentation is simply to be a little bit more aware of what a root rot could look like and what the causes are, so they can go to their field, and if they see something funky, to also consider root rots and, you know the first steps to take to address this issue.
I was concentrating on the logistics and how do you become a little more regenerative, how do you increase your soil health, and so that's what we were working on. How do we get the most of that chemical salt, high salt fertilizer out of the drill and replace it with more mineral type products that biologics utilize.
I'm here to explain what I've done as far as regenerating the soils on my ranch and what we do at Understanding Ag as far as how we work with farmers and ranchers to help them work in harmony and synchrony with nature so that they can increase their profitability.
So today I was talking about the fact that we've seen increasing fertilizer prices in the late winter months. It's causing growers to make some tough decisions on their fertility programs. You know, higher prices, reduced moisture in the soil, are leading to a cutback in fertility programs, for argument's sake. So we're looking at how do we supplement some of that fertility with sources that can be used as risk mitigation tools, and that's using those foliar type products to apply things like nitrogen, phosphorus, micronutrients, and how we get more efficient and effective use of those products by using biostimulants and having an understanding of how those foliar products work best.
I talked a lot about managing drought and weeds, which is it's a little bit the dirty underbelly of crop management. We have to manage weeds in a lot of our cropping systems, and we have to do it in an integrated way because we deal with things like herbicide resistance, increased input costs, and I hope that people took away a better understanding of how the tools, which are the herbicides we're using to manage weeds, how they work, and how we get more out of them, more bang for our buck in that sense.
So I'm talking about sweet wheat, man. Like, wheat is just awesome. Let's think about how wheat makes yield, and let's think about how we can apply that under Montana conditions as best we can. So things like fungicides, we'll talk about that. Nitrogen management, we'll talk about that. Seeding rates, we'll talk about that. Everything we can get to, we're going to get to in terms of wheat agronomy.
Okay, so 406 Agronomy Summit, that is wrapped up now. It was excellent. Just so much knowledge. I think I comprehended maybe about 10% of it. You know, part of that was because I was working, but the other part is, you know, the level of knowledge there was just super advanced, next level. There was a lot to learn there if you're a producer. So highly recommend the 406 conference. Now, what were some of the highlight points of the 406? Well, you know, there was a little bit of talk about low soil pH in the state. Didn't really know that that was that pertinent of an issue, but definitely some talk about that. And the big headline this year, just in ag, you know, across the ag board in general, is inputs. Inputs are super expensive. Fertilizer, it's absolutely nuts. So we're talking a lot about new input strategies, particularly things like foliar inputs, things that you can kind of just spoon feed your crops rather than put on all at once. And, you know, that's just barely scratching the surface. There's so much there at the 406. Anyway, we're at the Maggie now. Don't think I'm going to do much filming here, but we are going to go inside. We're going to see what's going on at Montana's largest farm show this year. All right, guys, so we're here at the Agritech America booth. We got Nick Tassell here. Nick, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good. What we got going on here?
Well, we got our little demonstration unit out here showing people how the spot spray system works. So we have a little piece of lettuce on each one of these belts. As they're going around, we're simulating ground speed out in the field. And it's only spraying the greens, so it shows guys how they can save 90% or more on chemical situations.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool tech. So what exactly do you do over here?
You know, Ready is all about helping farmers keep farming. And how we do that is we come to your farm, or maybe we just ship you parts to upgrade your air seeder.
Cool stuff. Definitely check these guys out. And you have a YouTube channel too, don't you? See, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that carries around one of these ridiculous things at a farm show.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's a good way to document what we're doing.
Yep, so go follow them on YouTube. I'm at the Vermeer booth. Vermeer's got some pretty cool things going on. And Mr. Witchman. This is Walter here. And behind us, a self-propelled baler.
Yeah, so this is Vermeer's latest and greatest. This is our self-propelled round baler. It is basically, they took the pull-type baler that everybody's accustomed to, looked at a zero-turn lawnmower and thought, you know, let's combine the efficiencies of both, and they came up with this.
I got Grandpa here at the farm show. Stealing candy from all the booths.
This is the first one.
Very basic.
This is what Dad appreciates.
Yeah, because I can get it. I understand.
So this is a 724 fit. I'm gonna take a look at their tab here. Oh, I actually like this.
So now take your finger and swipe it left or right.
Left or right?
Yeah.
So these are just some different run screens here.
And then you can hit one of those screens that blows it up so you can make your changes and stuff. That's your front suspension.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well,
what's kind of the lowdown on this whole control console here?
So your buttons are color coded. The orange ones are transmission. The white ones are auto guide stuff. The blue ones are 3-point. The yellow ones are PTO. So you can have your own profile to run the way you like it. You can have yours. You just tell it who it is when you get in.
Now we're here at the Sustainable Oils booth. You might remember Sustainable Oils from the video I did last summer about some of their field days. This is Keith Horton, the commercial manager over here in Great Falls. How's it going, Keith?
It's going great. How are you, Riley?
Doing well. So for those that missed the last Sustainable Oils video, in a just quick nutshell, what do you guys do?
Basically, we're a camelina provider, and we have contracts available for farmers here in Montana, and that camelina is used for renewable diesel.
Yep. So yeah, they basically take what you harvest, ship it down to Bakersfield, California, and it turns into renewable diesel at a refinery over there. So yeah, pretty cool deal. Okay, that does it for the Maggie for the year. All right, guys, back at the office. Man, this was a fun past couple of weeks between the 406 Agronomy Summit in Havre, the Maggie Farm Show in Great Falls. Both great events. Glad I got to go to both. Glad that we have events again. That's awesome. But that's gonna do it for the month of January. I want to make more YouTube videos. I say that every year. I know, and I don't. Let's see if we can break out of that habit this year. I really want to do, maybe 2 to 3 a month. Like, yeah, I'd love to make videos more than that, like at least once a week. But the reality is these YouTube videos take a lot of time, and sometimes I don't always have that said time to create content specifically for YouTube. I am a full-time content creator, but a lot of what I make is for brands, grain elevators, seed retailers, all sorts of awesome ag businesses who need their own video solutions. So maybe I can interweave more of that into YouTube so that you guys can come along on more of the adventures. I will find a way to make it happen this year, but more YouTube videos this year. So question, what do you want to see on the channel this year? Let me know in the comments below. Seriously, do it, because I highly value your feedback and want to make sure that, you know, we're covering stuff that you guys really want to see, you know, at least within what's realistic for what I can do. So, yep, let me know in the comments below. Ideas, do it. Couple housekeeping things before we close out this video. I just want to disclose that 406 Agronomy did pay for Agri Studios event coverage services, and we put that here in the YouTube video for you guys to see. What was not sponsored was the coverage of the Maggie Farm Show. That was just me running around with a camera. I wish I could have stopped by everybody's booth. I just didn't have time to do that, so none of that was sponsored. Nobody paid for coverage for that part of the video. Anyway, guys, that does it for this one. I'll catch you in that next video. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks, guys.